Trash to Cash podcast episode Snuggie time. Kevin, did you wear your Snuggie like we agreed?
Dude, not this again.
Yeah,
really?
Dude. We got our little... They're actually Comfies. It's sponsored by Comfy, guys. Not sponsored. Remember Josh, this is all Tornado's fault. He did a video talking about how much he loved his Comfy. And I was like, wow, that's so lame. I'm buying multiple immediately. And I went and bought Comfies.
I had a Comfy prepared for me. I'm going to choke on them.
Aren't you warm, though?
You have been influenced.
You told me to put it on, though. I have a jacket on.
Gary's like, we got our windows open, Kevin, and it's freezing in Florida today. Freezing.
Yeah. Dude, that's why I'm up here. It's so cold
58. It's like 58 degrees. It's ridiculous.
It's so hard. And then there's so much stuff to buy, we can't even handle it.
It's ridiculous.
Everything's selling.
My van is so full.
Life is so good and it's hard.
I haven't got any videos from y'all lately showing me
we didn't brag today about what we bought.
We didn't.
Today?
Did we buy anything really braggable? I don't think we bought anything braggable is the problem.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to start. Today we would have had to lie, which we're willing to do to make you feel bad.
You didn't send me a suck it video for the cookbooks you found?
Yeah, dude, no. I will tell you, though, this is for I'm a little sad, but I'm happy, too, because Dawn got it. At least no one else got it. But when I was beelining it to cookbooks. I see this table of baskets for $1. I'm like, ooh, I need to check if there's Longaburger over there. And then I see Dawn loading huge Longaburgers into the cart. I'm buying 10-cent cookbooks. Yeah. I'm like,
Picnic baskets.
Well, no, I heard
trash cans.
I heard it.
Best Longaburger.
Yeah.
Dawn is way more competitive than me, as you guys know.
Really?
So I heard it from Dawn that I did not get the International Erdl tractors.
Oh, really? Those aren't that great.
Yeah, I'm like, Dawn's
like $20 a piece.
Yeah, she was saying 75. I'm like, no, they don't go for that
New,
much.
maybe 75.
And I was
Pre-owned,
looking at
like
a Barbie
20.
worth 30.
Yeah, they're not that great.
So you beat
Maybe. I mean, I didn't look up those
Dawn,
exact
I got to be
ones.
more competitive just so Dawn doesn't get mad at me for you getting stuff instead of me. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we got some picker fighting going on here, you know.
Not fighting. We're just competitive.
I bought a
Kevin
lot of
doesn't win,
cookbooks for daveskitchenmarket.com.
You got .com?
Yeah,
I
speaking
got
of...
bro, I'm not like Kevin with his shopcommons.net.
Are you really? You are .net for real?
I'm .net, yeah.
Why are you not .com? There's another Shop Commons?
No.
Are you that cheap? It wasn't that. How much more was it?
It was $9.99 for the .com
He's
and
like,
Whatever. At least
.net.
I don't pay for .coms and .nets that I don't use, except for I do.
You do,
'cause
actually.
You're in charge of it.
Yeah.
You do, because we use the Trash to Cash account for that.
Yeah, so you guys trying to take Tiquity off the market.
No.
We got it for another
Forget it,
year.
guys. Junction is locked in.
Locked in. Can't steal it.
Actually, I think it was a 3-year renewal, so we're good until 2028.
Suck it. You all.
Take that off of your end of the paycheck.
Well, yeah, okay, so listen. Kevin alluded to this, but we, as mean friends, have been trolling him a little bit and sending him videos every time we find stuff because we know he can't source right now. Even though we can't really source midsummer and he could do the same to us, you know, we're just having fun doing it midwinter.
I bet you in the
and
summer.
like, you know, we'll send him a video and then at the end we'll like pan to Carrie and he'll be like, suck it, you know, because we're just so mature, like 90s bros.
I'm always
just like Kevin always says, bite me. He's going to say bite
It's
me.
good though.
Yeah, because we got to come up with
motivational.
something from Kevin's era. Bite me or like tubular or
It's
something.
motivational because now I've been looking. I'm like, all right, I'm going to find something. Right? I woke up on a Sunday morning early, which I never ever do, and went to the flea market. And I found a couple things. I have been looking at storage units quite a bit. I went to a house to do a possible house clean out buyout. Actually, it wasn't a buyout. They were going to pay us.
Sounds like work.
They would pay us to do the clean out and give us the stuff inside of it. And I don't know if we're going to do it, but it's motivating me to source in the wintertime, even though I have trailers
Kevin's like
full of stuff.
fame level has gotten to the point where people are paying him to take the stuff just to be in his videos.
That's
typical.
oftentimes standard.
Just be in his videos.
This was not anything through social media. This was a different contact. I've got cards now handing out to people.
Contact. Oh. Someone he met through.
There's tons of people who get paid to clean out houses and take the stuff. This is not novel.
What's the most you can lift? 20 pounds if you're lucky.
That's why I have Pinjo, my buddy Pinjo, and Jess, and
how far
he has a
If
friend.
you're watching Pinjo, you're going to be doing all the lifting.
Yeah,
I
you're
told
doing all
him
the
that
work.
straight
all
up.
the hard work.
I told him that straight up. I was like, you can do all of the hard work, and
well,
that's
listen.
I told him.
We had a.
If you're not doing social media, what are you bringing to the table then?
Me and Carrie have an excuse for not doing well today. Kevin, Callie had testing, and Tina's out of town. So like we took
Tina being out
Callie.
of town somehow ruined all of our picking.
Yeah,
she's very important to this whole scenario.
Yeah, apparently she does a lot. I should probably appreciate her more. But yeah, like I've been paying Mr. Mom, so like I'm having to take Callie to testing, and then
so you guys didn't go out very much.
Go back
today?
to yard. Well, we went out. We left at Carrie was late, of course, because he blames Dawn every time. Every week he was like 25 minutes late. This time it was aggressive, and so
25.
Yeah, you got here like 7:55. And so you're supposed to be here at 7:30. So
it was like 7:30.
Y'all, and so it begins, y'all. So it begins.
No, I'm gonna reel it back in.
Honeymoon is over.
Coming back.
Okay, but he made it. He made it. Okay,
believe in me, Kevin.
The plan was Callie had to be dropped off at 8:30. So our plan was from 7:30 to like 8:15. We do some early morning picking.
7:55 to 8:30.
So we did we went to one house, and it was the most overpriced yard sale I've seen in a long while. A long while. They had a record like a Lionel Richie record in poor condition for $20. This is the kind of
sale. Dancing on the Ceiling on it.
Yeah,
that's a great.
Yeah, it was a good jam. Yeah, sing it.
What a feeling when you're dancing on the ceiling.
Never heard it. Anyways, then the next one we went to hadn't started yet, and then by that point we had to take Callie to testing, and then that took like 30 minutes to drop her off and get her sorted, and then we go back to yard sales, and we had to go pick her up at 10:15. And so we really didn't, and then she was hungry, so we had to stop and get her food.
When it comes to picking, we're a bit.
So you just left her all alone with strangers? Just left her.
It was a government building.
Oh,
with
government!
Teachers,
I left her
teachers,
with the government. That's. Oh yeah.
Yeah, always leave
We're
your
here
kid
to
with
help.
government guys. Can I tell you? I would say now. I don't know. Carrie might be mad at me for a few minutes after I say this. Hopefully, it won't ruin his mood. But Carrie had a pretty bad flip today.
Ooh.
Yes, he brought 100. Do you want to tell him? Is it better if you tell him? Tell him what happened.
So I decided to put some of my money in my. I have two breast pockets, which are the appropriate
breast pockets.
Yeah, that's what men have breasts too.
Chest pockets.
You should know with all the nipples you have how many breasts you have.
Two breast pockets.
Chesticles, whatever you want to call them.
Chesticles, yeah.
Right on my chesticles, but I decided to put some of it in my pocket. And then, of course, I forgot, and I was taking my phone out of my pocket all day. $100. I don't know what happened to it. So I hope somebody's very happy.
He blessed some needy person,
I choose
hopefully.
to look at it. Somebody's got $100 cash of mine and want it back. But if I don't get it back, it's all good.
You're not getting it
back.
Maybe
like that Earl. What was that Earl show on TV, and he has the lottery ticket that blows away?
Yeah, my name is Earl.
And then it blows back to him later? Maybe it'll blow back.
No, I'm good. I had the Caitlin Clark 101. I lost $100. Somebody's going to get blessed with $100. I didn't do it on purpose. Accidents happen. Carrie's the kind of guy who's going to lose $100 occasionally.
I remember a couple years ago
because of not preparing.
Going down to yard sales and stopped at a gas station to get money out, which I never do because I hate to pay that fee. But I got $400 or $200 out of this thing.
Yeah, usually it's 200 out of those.
I go later, and I had some money anyways. And on the way home, I'm counting my money. There's no way I spent this much money today. And so I go back to that place that I got the money from, and the money fed out, and I just left. I didn't ever take the money out of the machine, and they had it behind the counter.
Huh.
Well, at least they.
That was nice that they held it for you. That's only in Bedford. Is that
only in Bedford?
Exactly right.
Literally, where me and Carrie live, that would not have happened.
I had the receipt.
Or where Carrie used to.
Now, exactly. Now you had to hear a story from the old innkeeper or whatever. He had to tell you a yarn to get the money back.
It happens.
I'm trying to think, really, even if we tried to brag, like we went to an estate sale and me and Dawn bought a bunch of glass that we'll do okay on.
I'm trying to think.
We'll do okay on that glass. Those paperweights. I got a really cool paperweight.
Dawn found the dishware.
The dishware, but it just was not that exciting of a day.
It was,
the one in my neighborhood wasn't bad, where they had a bunch of toys super cheap.
Yeah, that was fun. I got a Marvel Legends figure. I got like a Sonic, just like $10 figures. Probably going to go on
Dibdit.com.
And we're just influencers talking about going on.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Selling out.
Well, let's sell out in a minute because I want to make a prediction. I wrote it down. I was like, the honeymoon is over within you guys, but 5 months from now, where is this relationship going to be? Is the podcast going to be over? You aren't speaking to each other. There's a lawsuit over Dibdit. Where are we at? You think we'll get there?
We're gonna a lawsuit over the platform we earn $1 a year on.
No, my guess is there will be like one moment where Dave's like, I'm disappointed in you, and then I'll straighten up.
One? Come on. It's going to be more than that.
There was one today.
50 or 60.
No, but Dave wasn't mad at me today.
Yes, he is.
I'm hearing that
yes, he is.
Wait,
he might be.
This
I wasn't mad at him.
Passive aggressive.
I know when Dave's mad.
He was mad.
I didn't feel like he
listen.
was mad.
Dave, you were
I
mad.
wasn't
He was
mad. Chilling.
You were
wasn't
perturbed.
mad.
You're sitting there.
He really wasn't.
Hold on. First of all, I'm never mad when I'm in my comfy. Let's start there.
Yeah,
you can't be mad when you're in a comfy.
You can't be mad in a comfy.
It's not possible.
And you can't. And you feel.
I'm in my happy
You know how
place.
you feel good in your pants when you're using ball shavers.
.com.
That's
our new sponsor.
Hey, that reminds me of
I
something.
use mine on my balls.
I'm supposed
No,
to
listen,
give away
I'm the kind of person that just tells you to your face that, you bothered me, and then...
Dave's really good at that.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
am
healthy.
not Dave. Dave, one time
Carrie's building up rage towards me that he never tells me, and eventually he's the one that's going to blow up, because he, secretly hates me more and more each time, because he never tells me he's mad at me.
One time, I think, I forgot what happened 2 years ago. You sent me a message you were disappointed about something I did, and I felt so bad. But I'm like, oh, that's how people act. They just tell you straight up how they feel.
I'm pretty
So you did.
straightforward.
Kevin also hides it, and then he passively aggressively
whatever. As I age, I've gotten better at realizing when I've done something wrong and not trying to justify it, just ending it and saying I'm sorry.
I can tell how Kevin's
marriage
mad at me
has that effect on you, doesn't it?
I can tell if Kevin's mad based on how he's massaging my shoulders
And prostate.
Sometimes it's too tense. I'm like, I think he's actually mad.
Kevin, we met a fan today.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny.
He was
She
mostly a fan of you.
She
was
zoomed
not a
up
fan
to
of
the
me.
yard sale, ripped open her door. ADHD, right? She it was cool. I got
actually-
excited. Yeah, I was
Dave
like, wow, I'm
And Carrie
excited about
shrunk
her
away
excitement.
to the corner and saw.
No, she recognized Carrie.
Oh,
She recognized
good.
Carrie, but then she's like, Commonwealth Picker's okay too, but he said some weird things. Yes, Callie.
I say some weird things.
You have said some weird stuff in the past.
Yeah, she said you get
Remember
it. She
the time
gets
you
a
were talking
weird
about solar
vibe.
power. That's a fad. It's not
She
even
gets a
gonna
weird
happen.
vibe from you sometimes, and I get it.
Yeah, we always get that from people when they come up and talk about you behind your back, Kevin, is that you give them a
like a
weird
candle.
vibe. A weird vibe.
Yeah.
All right.
Something that, I don't know. I hope it starts happening. It hasn't really happened yet. But
We got an on-podcast delivery, Carrie. I don't know what it is. Let's see.
From a fan.
What did you get?
Super fan.
Oh,
What is it?
I don't even want to
What
pull
is
it
it?
out just in case. You never know.
what is it? Be careful.
Super Hold Gel?
Gel. We
Hair
got hair
gel?
gel, folks.
Hair gel.
Whose is that?
For a stocking stuffer?
I take it down to Anna or Eli. It might be one of theirs.
I think it's someone
Okay. Well, bring it. I don't know. Just hide it then. Okay. All right.
Throw it in the
Give it to
fridge.
the dog.
Anyways, we have company coming in tonight. Yeah, we have company coming in tonight. We're also going to see Moana 2 in a little
I
bit.
saw it.
Yeah,
I
Moana
saw a
2.
movie before
What'd you think?
you.
That's a miracle. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I think you'll like it.
You've seen number 1?
Do you need to see one? I haven't seen one.
Oh, yeah.
How big
yeah.
a deal is it that Carrie hasn't seen 1?
Yeah, you should see one. One's good. I mean, my daughter,
But
she liked
Kevin,
it.
you're not really absorbing the question in your advanced
I'm
years.
not going to be able to see
He's
it.
not got time because he's talking to your face.
How important is it?
Yeah.
Give me. Oh, I want Kevin's rundown. Can you just give me a synopsis
I would say
of
you
one?
should
Yeah,
see
give him
it
a synopsis of
before.
number 1.
synopsis.
Kevin. Give him a
No,
synopsis of
no,
number
no.
1.
This is a
Just a quick
reselling
synopsis.
podcast.
Come on, you're a teacher. You're a teacher.
You know the song?
Dave would be much
Lin-Manuel
better
Miranda
at
did his thing.
Well, I know the
Okay,
song.
Carrie, I'll tell you.
In the da 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 da.
There's a girl.
da, da.
Her name is Moana.
Yeah.
And
Lilo and
she's
Stitch?
got a little pink alien friend
No,
named
God.
Magenta. And they're looking for clues.
Oh, God.
Blue's Clues. You did Blue's Clues. I'm not dumb. I know Blue's Clues.
And then all of a sudden Predator shows up, right?
Oh, yeah.
He
Steals
shoots
your
them all.
backpack.
Say hello to my little friend.
And then the rock.
Moana.
Then the rock.
Too much blood and violence, though.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll get Callie to summarize it, but basically,
And they're also doing like a live action Moana.
Yeah, they
There's
don't need
a
to.
lot of Moana.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson's nipples are in it.
Yeah, he's getting too old to be just the buff dude. He needs to start learning
Well,
how
it's
to
a
act.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Like,
he basically
he's doing regular
Carrie.
movies too, though.
The whole her whole people used to be travelers who would travel on the ocean, but at some point they became scared and end up stuck on the ocean, and because of that, she sets out on her own
She's a
to
wayfinder.
find
Find herself 'cause
Maui,
she's-
which is Dwayne the Rock Johnson, because he has to give back the heart of Te Fiti And I don't Tahiti.
So
I don't know.
stupid.
And I don't remember why that she needed the heart of Tahiti or
No,
Tahiti.
we're sneaking in an
but
AI
somehow,
podcast, Kevin.
the
against your will.
the island was dying. And the plants wouldn't grow, and the coconuts were mutated and giving them all cancer. And so they needed
cancer coconuts.
They needed radiation. I don't know. The long and the short of it is she saves the day by finding the heart of Tahiti, taquito, and putting it back in. And then,
do you know
and then
Captain
she's the hero.
Cook, Carrie, you know the James. You know
Captain
He's
Cook.
a famous pirate, right?
Cook? No, Cook was an explorer, and he found Hawaii, and the stories of the gods, and the confusion, and the killing, and the axes, and everything. I think it brings in, if you know the history of it, well, that's not the history of this movie, but it's about the Polynesian gods, essentially.
It's based in the history of the Polynesian people. Yeah, no, I mean, I love the music. I've heard a lot of the songs.
Can you imagine, being out on an island like that in the middle of, but it's not exactly historically accurate. These people sailed, obviously.
What's a cartoon from Disney?
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Pinocchio. Rumor is Pinocchio never became a real boy.
Have you seen the conspiracy theories about Epstein Island and Pinocchio?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Check that out on the Secret Podcast, guys. Join our Patreon.
Pay us to find out what we don't know about it.
We need to thank our Patreons who
you
support us at the wealthy as a Kevin tier or higher. And I don't know their names particularly, but I appreciate
Logan
them.
Murky, who's been deceased for over 2 years now, but still paying. So thank you so much,
Ripperoni and
Logan.
cheese. Should we buy tickets, bro? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we could buy
Dang
tickets,
it.
yeah.
Well, you guys...
you want me to just guess who they are?
Yeah, say their names, Carrie.
We got Biggs Collectible still doing it?
Yeah, no, I don't think he is, but maybe.
We've got J-Ride. J-Ride, you still doing it, dude?
Yeah.
We've got, Harry Tornado.
Yep.
Yeah,
he left, but we'll give him credit. Yeah,
he got plenty of money, dude.
Yeah,
Stop buying storage units.
He's
Lady
there's plenty of
Arbitrage,
tickets.
I know she's paying.
I guess I could open the app. Hold on. I'll tell you.
Oh my gosh!
This is funner.
Oh, you're making it more fun.
Well, good. I'll promo my charity.
Dude, Bodega
fundraiser.
Finds.
Oh, Bodega Finds.
I love Vintage NYC.
I love vintage. Oh, paulsmerch.com. Who's merch, Kevin?
Of course.
Paul's merch.
Paulsmerch.com. Guys, if we missed anyone, I will try to put it in. I'm sorry. Last time I was really good. I text messaged myself a picture, but me and Carrie are sitting over here all comfy and stuff, and that comes at a cost, just like investing in the Hawk Tua coin, which did not go well for anybody. Kevin probably bought some.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you buy some, Kevin?
If you want to watch also.
Bro, she I don't know if it was on purpose. Alleged. Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, allegedly, the Hawk Tua coin launches. Mm-hmm. It goes up to like $50. People transfer tons and tons of money, like millions of dollars into it. And then, supposedly, allegedly, she sells all of hers and earns millions of dollars and tanks the value of the coin. I don't know. That's the current alleged scenario.
That's hilarious.
We talked actually more about this because we did our
that
review.
we did talk about on the secret episode, which you can access with a Patreon
of the
membership.
Talking Talk to a podcast, which is a podcast that talks about the Talk to a podcast.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Talking Talk to a podcast.
The secret episode is now called Talking about a podcast.
We've done that before on this podcast. We do it actually.
We just gave up
week.
on talking reselling here, didn't we? At this point,
yeah.
Actually, took the Puma topic and put it in
reselling.
a
the
video
video
about
Puma.
Oh yeah, about Puma.
I
heard this. Basically, with Puma, the BOI form is no longer required.
But that's got nothing.
Am I mixing two stories?
The BOI and the Puma into one video, but it's not coming out for. I haven't even filmed.
I hate to give Kevin credit, but Kevin
was
right. You have called that for like 9 months that it would not go through, and it was like infringing on our rights and such. So can you tell me and Carrie, because we're curious, is this TikTok ban really going to happen on the 19th, or is this going to stick around?
I have a financial interest.
Apparently, it went to like a court decreed that it was
not. It's gonna happen.
That it was not unconstitutional to block it, and they said go ahead with the block. Yeah. So is it going to get blocked?
I think it's unlikely.
Okay. Well, he predicted the BOI form, so I think you're safe, Carrie.
Unlikely or temporary?
I think it's temporary. That's kind of what I was telling Carrie. I think even if it happened, it would not happen.
Here's the problem with the Vero. Like, if you're selling Puma to begin with on eBay...
I thought that was a Walmart brand.
Yeah, if you're selling... This is the real issue with Veros and Puma. If you're selling Puma on eBay, you're already cooked. You stop it. That's not going to work. You're not going to make any money selling Puma.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
50 years old.
We're going to take a crack at making this... Puma? We're going to make this a moderately useful episode.
Okay, let's...
Carrie's talking about Vero and Puma. So for context, now Puma is trying to get eBay to take down all Puma listings.
All Puma listings.
Because they don't want anyone reselling Puma.
eBay
The BOI form thingy was a government requirement that you had to fill out.
Puma, thanks to Kevin.
That you had to fill out a beneficial ownership thing saying who owned the business and who was involved. And that was something that if you didn't do it, you were going to have to pay hundreds of dollars a day if you didn't fill it out.
This is very ADHD. We've talked about a lot of things with zero context. That is
and so that now has been delayed inevitably or indefinitely, I think is the word. We don't know when it's going to come back, but it helps us procrastinate further.
Forever.
We like to pretend like we knew this was going to happen, but we were being lazy. That's why we haven't done it yet. So laziness for the win.
Look, I'm going to wait until I'm going to wait either way because I'm a procrastinator.
Yeah.
Look at the 1099.
I figured this was going to happen too, honestly, because of Kevin. Honestly.
Look, the 1099 thing keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and that's not even a constitutional issue. So this one was bound to be delayed. It's stupid. All this stuff, even the Puma stuff and the Vero and all of it is, everybody is looked at like you're guilty. You know, if you're a company and you're doing something wrong, then they should come after that company and prove that they're doing something wrong, not just take down everybody's stuff. It's ridiculous. And if that stuff went to trial, they would lose, which is why they're trying to bully people around instead of actually doing it. I gotta give myself a little credit. Do you remember?
I gotta give Rockstar Flipper credit, but okay, you do yours first.
Let's talk about Rockstar.
I went to Epsilon Lake.
Remember this?
In his community.
Epperson Ranch.
Epperson Ranch.
Close though.
Did you see the car?
I could have said Epstein Island, but I didn't.
Rod hangs out.
I thought it was Epperson.
Waits for a glimpse of Rockstar. It's like I just sit down. It's like the paparazzi, the reselling.
It's kind of like you could see the sun reflecting off. Allegedly, his
when he used to do videos,
which will be me in like a year.
It was all about warning people so they didn't get caught up in this stuff. And I'm like, that is the wrong tack to take. I get it. People, you don't want to put people's financial life in jeopardy. But the real push should be, and I think in his recent videos he's done this, is the push should be to fight against this stuff and to force them into court and to make the decision, because these companies get away with murder on this nonsense.
Should we unionize eBay resellers?
No. You can't unionize them. You might have an organization, but union. What are you going to do?
Some sort of union for them?
No, not a union. You'd organize. You'd just like you have an association.
I nominate Kevin as the president of our union. Mm-mm. I'll be the muscle.
Yeah, I'll just be the eye candy.
You'll be the guy
in my comfy.
You'll be sitting in the back.
I'm gonna shave my head and my beard completely, like in Gladiator, and I'm just gonna be wearing pasties. I don't know why. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm part of the union, guys.
I want a union just for that. Is that part of it?
They
could take my eyebrows off too, and I'm gonna paint them on with a marker.
Like Jerry West is for the NBA, it could be Dave. For this
Dave,
reseller organization, the NRO, National Resale Organization.
Do you know what I saw? I saw a TikTok video, and it was some guy making fun of some girl who originally made the TikTok video, and it was the logo of the UPS truck. Have you seen this? And she's like, I can't be the only one who always thought this was a picture of a truck going fast, pointing at the USPS logo. USPS logo.
Okay.
A truck going fast.
I don't remember what the USPS
It's
logo
an eagle.
looks like. Oh,
it's an eagle, right? It's an eagle.
I can't remember offhand.
Nothing like a truck going fast. The guy's like, I don't personally make videos just to call people dumb, but let's watch that again. It just shows her so, because it looks nothing like that. A truck.
We put the USPS logo on.
She thought it was
for everyone.
She thought this was. I'll put it here. She thought this was a mail truck going fast.
What?
That.
Well.
Like
maybe.
that's the
if it had no wheels.
I've never seen a mail.
Wouldn't it not be in the air because it has airflow above and below it?
It's like so clearly an eagle to me. I don't know.
That happens.
Whatever. I guess I don't know. I've made those sorts of mistakes, so I can't.
It's like a letter
too
opener.
harshly.
If you throw the top and bottom out of it, it looks like a letter opener.
Kevin, have you ever sold buyer's choice Kindles? The little ornaments. They're like little. They look almost like little elves.
Never heard of them.
I have been selling them so fast ever since like the Christmas season started. Like literally the day after Thanksgiving, every Christmas thing I have is flying off the shelf.
Yeah, I've been selling Christmas
how that works.
Crazy too. For sure. And Christmas gifts and sales they're...
I haven't sold a pair of sandals in months, guys.
I filmed 5 videos this week.
The buyer things look like
5 videos. What are you
you
showing? I've filmed 5
I was showing
videos.
them what I'm talking about.
One of my videos,
filmed 5 videos?
And one of them had 42 sales in it. I'm just like, this is insane. It's just absolutely flying out.
Why did we didn't even know the number of sales? Or
Yeah,
is this,
I'm like
this is
hurting
a weird
now.
brag?
It wasn't 40. It wasn't a brag. I'm just saying I don't like filming 5 videos.
You're better than us. Everybody watching that knows that already, Kevin. You don't have to keep throwing it in our
Kevin,
face.
I got 9 sales in the last day and a half.
I
Suck
sold
it.
I
my
sold
life hasn't been
something,
great.
and I'm going to leave the time period nebulous. But I sold something.
So
Carrie actually is selling a lot on Collects. Use his link.
Yeah, use my Collects. Put the Collects link. I don't have a link for money yet.
Oh, don't use it then. Use Cats.
But come follow me on Collects. I'm getting daily sales. I've had like 4 sales.
There, Tim's over there too selling.
I'm enjoying Collects, and they're the Card Dealer Pro people for the people who know the card scanner.
So you're shilling. You're on their payroll.
Dude, you know what?
I'm shilling. Listen, Kevin.
Just had to point it out.
I learned from you, Kevin. You leave me voice messages sometimes,
Listen.
Kevin. You're just like, you should shill me. You've never done that, but I wish you would.
The district representative just applied to sell on Dave's Kitchen Market.
Nice.
Oh, Ivan?
Oh, I knew this was coming. Okay, I just want
Dave's
just for
Kitchen
the record,
Market,
since we're
where
gonna get
America
into
shops for kitchenware.
this part of the show, just so everybody knows.
And China, everywhere in the world, really.
Dibbed It, Shop Commons, Dave. It's really ramping up. Things have been going really, really well over there.
Dude,
and
it's
I
cool.
just want to point out
Honestly,
to everybody that these two were ready to quit, and I wanted to buy them out months ago. And finally, all of a sudden, Dave
were not ready.
What was your offer?
Dave is
We
the
were not
district
ready to quit.
daddy.
We never said we were going to quit.
I personally said in June, I'm sure we can find the videos, that I'm not going to do much live auction stuff in the summer. I'm just not into, for me, it doesn't, I don't source as much in the summer. Everyone else can go sourcing. So I took a few months off. I did. I didn't really focus on it from June till like September. I just didn't.
Man, it's going.
And now I'm back at it. I was working on it last spring and winter. And now I'm back working at it at live auction stuff.
What are we going to do?
I was working on my bowling game for 2 months, and I just was out of it.
You can bowl 115 now.
Yeah, I just need 3 games.
Yeah.
Give me 3 games, I'll get you 115.
We should go bowling tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. See, this is what you're missing out on, Kevin.
Yeah,
I called Carrie yesterday. I was like, Carrie, you busy today? He's like, no, not really. I'm like, have Dawn drop you off at 10. He just wants to talk. You say your thing. Go.
Yeah, well, finally.
Please.
I mean, I tell you guys yesterday that
story.
I have absolute catastrophe in my life, and I tell people,
and
nobody says anything. They don't give me a phone call.
We were on the phone, and Carrie said, "We're sorry you're going through that."
I said that twice.
And
did
then
hear? I mean, I didn't
immediately
say that.
You guys buy him a coffee so he calms down.
What
you buy you a coffee thing?
Tomorrow, and I haven't even promoted my fundraiser, but whatever, fine. You don't care that my life.
No, I care. We're worried. How is your?
Kevin's love language is words of affirmation. Let's all affirm Kevin in the comments.
Kevin, you're great.
Week.
You know you're great. We love you. Now, how is your basement?
It's been a disaster, but I'll save it for a video. The video comes.
He doesn't want to spoil his disaster. Before he does a video in 3 weeks about it.
Trash the cash money not good enough for it.
This video has to do like $2,000 well, which it will not. It's been bad. I just got the plumber out of here about an hour and a half ago, and that's taken care of. The rest.
Well, I've told you
I've
should
seen
go
a lot
easy.
of plumber videos, and
you should go easy on the Taco Bell, or this happens to your toilet, Kevin.
No,
and this is why you need the plumber.
So
based on the videos I see, sometimes you just call the plumber over.
You can watch my Flipper channel, but there was a flood in my basement. It's about 4 inches of water on the whole basement. Ruined some merchandise, but I had prepared for something.
Most of your merchandise is in shed 1 or 2.
You know what
we did.
Is?
Dude, what is the saddest part, Kevin?
Jacob had bought presents. Jacob is very, I don't know, for lack of a better word, anal. So his Christmas shopping is all done and wrapped and put underneath the tree. So all of the gifts that he bought.
That's his son.
I thought your son was Bubba.
Bubba, yeah. Bubba.
Oh, same kid?
Yeah, Jacob is Bubba.
It's very confusing, Kevin. Just pick a name.
I accidentally.
Okay, so I thought just some random guy named Jacob.
Well, I'm
Jacob storing gifts in my house.
All right, get back in character and call him Bubba. Go.
Bubba bought all the gifts for my other kids and for me and whatever, and he wrapped them on, put them under the tree, and they were all destroyed.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Destroyed, like just a little wet or garbage?
Dave, 4 inches of water. Dave, 4 inches of water. You know what 4 inches?
Well, I mean, if he got you scuba gear, it'll be fine. It depends on what he got you.
I'm more familiar with 3 inches, but 4 inches, I could
Can
imagine.
I ask you this, Kevin? Was the water like clean fresh water or icky water?
Way better that way, right?
Yeah,
that way all the clothes didn't
Kevin
get
turds
ruined.
floating around.
Kevin turds. He's like, oh, look, there's little logs, and there's like mice riding on his turds,
Kevin turds floating
This
around.
would be a great,
singing like on a gondola.
this would be a great fear for
Floating
Carrie.
through the Commonwealth.
So he comes upstairs.
Hey, please, someone make a picture of that.
Oh my god!
You did so well with the last one, Simon. I think we should show Simon's last one. We have one person who privately messages us.
do not show
when we
that.
request these things.
Oh yeah.
No.
I think.
What if Kevin? What if I just like?
Show that top
Yeah, we.
show the top half
right.
of it.
We'll show it on the Patreon. I'm gonna post it over there because it's too good.
Anyways, he comes upstairs and he's looking really weird at me.
This is you, bud.
So can you imagine waking up, Carrie? And he doesn't wake up easily, right? He's just kind of out of it. And he wakes up and his phone was on the ground. He was charging it on the ground.
This is Bubba.
What was charging on the ground? That's not
Yes,
good.
so yeah, it complete right.
Bro,
and so he didn't wake up because his alarm didn't go off and he had to go to work. And so he was late, and so he's looking around, and there was like this red velvet stuff from one of the Christmas things that was floating around, and he's like, I look at the floor, and I'm like, there's blood everywhere. And he's out of it, and he takes a step out of the bed into freezing cold water 4 inches deep, and he pulls his phone up out of water. He's like, I thought I was dead. He's like, I thought I was being transported into some other world. Can you imagine waking up to that? Anyway.
That would be crazy.
That is, yeah, and honestly,
that would be scary. Honestly,
I would say. Now, I'm not a professional. Yeah, maybe you don't even want to step into that water because it could be electrified.
He didn't know it was water on the floor. He just got out of bed.
Blood. He thought it was blood, though. Isn't it worse?
But that's the thing.
I don't know what I would do other than have a panic attack.
Carrie would definitely have a panic attack.
I would have to have Dawn carry me out of the house.
You wouldn't have to worry about it because Dawn would be up so far before.
Dawn would have already plumbed it.
Yeah, she would have taken care of it. Yeah.
No, I can see it now though. Like the water's up to 12 inches, and Carrie's just still sitting there looking at it, like, "Oh my god, down with the ship!"
5 feet high and rising. Well, they came. The floors are completely ripped up throughout the whole thing.
That's right.
I lost a zombie, unfortunately, a big giant zombie that I had listed for like $200, $300, and carom boards and stuff. But most of that stuff I keep off the ground.
What's a carom board?
Carom. You never played carom?
Oh, a harem. For your harem.
Carom, is this like an old timey game that like Huck Finn played?
Yeah, it's just this little board, and it's like pool, but not really. It's got these little whatever. You don't. You've seen a carom board. You should because they sell.
Can you spell it for me?
Okay, CARROM, or maybe there's just one on.
Is it like Google Glasses?
Carom. What?
CAR. Like Minecraft?
I have never seen this.
Really?
Carom.
I buy them.
Show me what was it.
You can piece it out.
Oh my gosh.
People put the carom boards on their wall for decoration, or they use them. Or you can just take the pieces out and sell the pieces and get rid of the rest of it.
From the olden days.
My brother and I used to have one. We used to play it when we were kids.
I know from the olden days.
My mom wouldn't let us have a Ouija board, but we could have a carom board.
I played Ouija once and I got possessed, but that's for another podcast.
It's still in there.
I'm not even.
I have anxiety.
I have a real story about that. I'm no longer.
Everyone
possessed.
pray for Carrie.
We took care of it. We took care of
it.
We took care of it.
Okay,
his name was El Dasan, the demon. Should we say that? Can we edit that out?
Probably not. How does he have a name?
That's what he told us.
Who? Okay,
I'm
we're gonna not. Secret episode. We're gonna talk about that in a secret episode, guys. Carrie's getting all types of weird in the secret episodes. He went political in the last one.
I did.
Oh my god!
I don't even remember what I said.
I don't either, but I remember him saying, "No, you went religious, not political." I can't remember. He went where he shouldn't have gone. I can't remember.
Did I go that far? Really?
I don't remember. I don't listen.
I don't feel like I crossed the line.
Carrie, it was so funny. We're in the car, and I know he noticed. Okay, but he just was going on and on about sports cards on the drive home from bringing Anna to gymnastics, and I zoned out. It was so hard, and he's like still going and going,
excited about
and he
it.
looks over at me. He's like, I could see he like the joy left his eyes because he could see I wasn't listening at all, and he's like, "Sorry, man, you got me on a rant." He's like, "Stop talking."
I love him so much.
I tried to care for like the first. He went for like 10 minutes without breaking.
Here's my rule with the podcast: like when you have like a weird thought, you just sometimes say it because that's where fun moments come from. So we'll let Kevin talk about something boring now.
No, we should talk about sales.
Wait a minute. I got to give away some tape because I promised I would last time.
Dude, did anyone redeem the code you gave me? Because I sure as heck didn't use it, Kev.
Maybe.
Do you remember what code you gave me? We should test it and see if anyone was smart enough to grab it.
2W3.
Wait, how do I do it? I go to AmericanBubbleBoy.com.
Yeah.
This is like an ad, guys. Not really. Not paid.
Well, I'll find.
We should get them to pay us for this.
It's 60 yard tape. 2
What do I have to do? I have to add it to my cart?
Premium. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is, but it's 60. And there's a few different ones. You got to get the right one.
So do they sell unpremium tape or only premium?
No, they sell different levels of it. So I can't remember. Premium. I don't know. It starts with a P. Anyway, a 4-pack.
What's the difference? Isn't it just supposed to stick this stick?
A 4-pack of 60 yard tape. Each one's 60 yards, and then we'll try the code, see if somebody used it. And I don't know if I said the whole thing, anyways. But I got to give away this tape here, too. So.
All right, give it away. What do you got to do?
The Sultan of Shill. All right, are you ready? Oh,
I'm ready. Do whatever you got to do, buddy.
All right,
make it happen.
I've got to run the thing. It's going to take a second here. Here we go.
Are you doing the comment picker?
Here we go. Moving Mountains Community. Moving Mountains Community is the winner of the tape. So send me an email, commonpicker@gmail.com, and I'll give you the code.
I'm not really into the like mullets and mustaches, the dad stashes that all these 20-somethings are wearing.
Talked about that a bit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
I've been tempted to do only the mustache because I feel like beards are becoming played out a little bit. Kevin's held strong to his cherubic face, but
before the show,
we look like grizzled men.
Cherubic?
Does Bubba have a mustache only?
Yeah, and it's kind of weak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get like little ratty
It's
stashes.
like they didn't live through our dads having mustaches.
They didn't realize it was cringe.
And then like having the high socks.
And now they're cringe and they don't realize
they don't realize they're dressing like our fathers.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird and upsetting.
That's exactly right. Although my dad had a perm. He went through
your dad was back in the 20s. I don't know.
My dad once. My mom told me a story. My dad had a beard, like a mustache and long
beard king
hair,
picker?
like hair like me. And he came back one day from work, I guess, and went to the salon after work.
He went to the salon.
He had an afro when he came back, and he shaved his mustache. And my mom was very upset. He could not. He had to fix it immediately.
How did he fix it immediately?
Start doing
it really hard.
He had to fix
come
his
back
hair,
mustache,
and then he had to grow his mustache back immediately because he looked weird.
Okay, let's talk about sales. Let's do a sale. A sale of the moment. Sale of the moment. Okay, Kevin, do you have like a big sale you want to brag about?
Yeah, I'll just look at what I have not shipped yet. How's that? What I have not shipped.
That's what I sold a Toxic Crusader.
Oh my gosh, that thing sold. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. I've had this vacuum cleaner thing for 3 years. It sold $42
at this point.
Let's see here. Oh, that's a weird one. Kodak carousel projectors. You see them all the time, I'm sure. Most of them are crap. This one was good. It's the 4000, and I picked it with Mel back from Burnout when we were down at FlipCon a year and a half ago.
She's got a new warehouse.
Then I saw that. $100 for that one, plus shipping.
Hot dog. Nice job, Kevin. I sold skateboarding for Atari, 1987. Brand new sealed. Mint condition. Nice. What do you think I sold that for?
What was it again?
Skateboarding for Atari.
Ooh, and it was new in the box.
New in the box sealed.
New in the box.
I'm going to go $85.
No. Come on. Can't be that much.
How much?
I'm going to say 60.
We're not that far off.
Or less.
22.
Okay. Yeah. Those Atari just does it. When I first
I wasn't picking a good sale. I was just picking one I thought you'd get wrong.
And I actually probably would have said closer to 20 or 30, but Carrie scared me off. I figured I'd go under. But Atari, when I first started selling... Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. When you first started selling, go ahead.
When I first started selling, I would go out to yard sales, and this is 25 years ago. And I'm not kidding you, we would find at least 1 or 2 Atari systems and games every single time we went out on a Saturday. And they sold for really good money back then, and Nintendos and whatever. And now that you probably get half as much now as you could back then, and that's with inflation. I guess all of us Atari people are dying, I guess. I don't know. Not quite sure. What are you doing? Are you falling? I'm fine. I'm out of here.
Oh.
We'll just. I got stuff to do.
You know, Kevin, what it could be, and this is going to be a controversial take.
Mm-hmm.
It could be because Atari wasn't actually that fun.
I agree.
So this is my controversial take. Like, the video game systems that were legit fun are the ones that are holding the value. GameCube,
there are a few
N64,
Pitfall, Burger Time, E.T., I guess, if you can get one out of the landfill.
But there wasn't that many fun Genesis games.
Dude, it wasn't. There were some E.T. games I loved. There was a
Hubert?
Taz game, and Tailspin was good.
Hubert. Yeah.
Hubert. That's
Dig Dug.
Okay, so that was our, I guess, our guessing game, but Kevin didn't make us guess. Kevin, pick something for us to guess, but I remember you're supposed to do the guessing thing.
Muppets Palisades Dr. Phil Van Nutter Series 8 action figure new in box.
Van Nutter. Who is Van Nutter? I don't think I know him.
Yeah, I don't even think I know him that much.
What year is it from? Does it say?
I don't have it on the listing. It's a newer. I mean, it's not vintage.
Oh, is that one of the old guys? No, that's Statler and Waldorf.
I'm gonna guess $35.
It's an action figure. What's the brand?
NECA?
It's a great question. It's not in the listing. I mean, it's in the listing, but it's not on the picture. So I can pull it up. If you need more information.
It's bad at this game.
Muppets Palisades.
It's nice at least.
Okay, it is. It says Palisades. Palisades is the brand. Jim Henson's Muppet Series 8. Dr. Phil Van Nutter. I bought this off a viewer, actually, at a sale.
$21.36.
How bad did you fleece your viewer?
It's a tough one to guess. Though. I had it originally listed for $54. It sold 30% off for $38.49.
I said 35.
Yeah. I want to preemptively apologize for what will probably be one of our shortest episodes ever.
Yeah, how much time do we have left?
Well, I don't know. It depends. I just heard the little beep saying our headphones were going to break. So we're going to go till they break. And it could be 10 minutes, could be 15, could be 20, I don't know. But at some point, this is going to end early, and I'm sorry, because we have a lot of amazing things to say that everyone wants to hear.
No, I think there's like a very small community of very adamant people who want to hear it.
But dude, can we talk for a minute about the death of the reselling niche on YouTube?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Did you know that resellers are... I didn't really listen to the whole video.
Someone made a video about it. I can't remember. I think it was Paige.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're all dead.
He said that one of the comments was like, we're sick of all these resellers just buying 25 cent to $5 junk and putting it on...
But this was a win.
No, this was a win. Listen.
This was a win.
And putting it on Whatnot or Dibbed It. So we're in the ether. We are in the ether. They're thinking
they
of us.
They know we exist.
Dude, I'm telling you. Sales are going through the roof.
Buy your quarter to $5 stuff and run it on Dibbed It.
Before your headphones die, I've got to say this. There's a fundraiser charity auction Wednesday night. There's also shop comms today.
You could say this after our headphones.
All the proceeds.
Fine with that.
All the proceeds are going to go to this family. My wife and my daughter told me I'm doing this, and I'm going to do it. So there's going to be. We're going to put great stuff on there. But all these kids that heard gymnastics,
is it the Brown
they're all
family?
donating
Which family?
everything, and it's starting at $1. No, gosh, dude.
You were vague about what family.
That was offensive.
Well, look, I don't want to get into the.
No, don't tell. I'm just teasing.
Anytime Carrie thinks it's offensive,
has a brain tumor, has been battling it for a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to delve
into it. It's getting really, really tough at this point, and the girls just wanted to just support for that family, and so my wife organized it.
I mean, that's good that we're
donations, and we're doing it.
I will be there to support as well.
I will be there as well.
When is it? 8:00 Wednesday this week?
Yes.
So the day after this comes out. And then the day that this comes out, Carrie's going live with cards, right? On there?
Yeah, today.
No,
Tuesday,
today.
Guys. Tuesday, tonight at 8 p.m. EST.
So if you can't tell.
Live.
This is getting big over here, y'all.
On the Dibbed It thing, isn't it like a Christmas raid train?
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yes.
Leading up to
your thing.
Yes,
and yours is at
what,
to 8:00.
We also have
what time
Nintendo
do they start?
In a box for $1 right now. For the
and we're going to be giving away a big thing on Dibbed It soon.
Thank you.
You got to mention that. This whole thing is a shill now.
Dude, you guys are just listening to the Shillcast.
Well,
what is it, Nintendo Switch?
I will. If you don't want to shill for it's a Nintendo Switch. If you don't want to shill for a second,
brand new.
In all honesty, I'm hearing a lot more resellers talk about niching down. Again, remember that big talk a couple years ago, and saying because of the new ways of selling and stuff that it's becoming more and more important. I'm never going to niche down, but it's an interesting topic to think about. There's a lot of sellers. Oh, jeez. Blanco.
No, but I
sold a
mean, you said
Blanco
interesting,
water
and then
bottle.
you said nothing interesting.
I thought it was Blanco.
It is. I said Blanco.
No, it's Blanco.
Sell me a
said-
pin, Kevin. Sell me a pin right now.
What? So what did Paige say?
We didn't watch it. We just read the title.
Well, I watched some of it.
Yeah, we should
It was
the title.
good. Paige is good at like structuring something that I kind of
Yeah.
want to click on, and I
Yeah.
click on it sometimes. He's
Death
good.
Bio has made it through 2 weeks without being kicked off a podcast, and Jimmy's
Yep,
made it
check
through
out that
2 weeks.
podcast.
Yeah, check out Reseller, Locker Room,
Guys,
Leftovers.
if you're sick of mediocre podcasts,
Tough.
Why are you here?
They're
no,
all
I was
bad.
done. I was done.
Yeah, are you sick of it? We sure are.
I was just
my
gonna stop
goodness.
there. Actually, yeah, it was good.
Man, I'm
Take
saying
it-
this stuff's
take it
selling.
with
Speaking of
however you
Mike,
want.
I just sold a few more of his things that I bought from Ruby's Rocket Raccoon Candy Bowl
You know,
Holder.
we're the ones whose stuff is gonna
$75.
break. You should let us talk, and then you can talk when ours dies, and we'll just
Okay.
have you up on the
Oh,
screen
yeah,
for
right.
like 20
That's
minutes.
good. I'll
You should
invite-
just have a 20
We should have
minute
like a 20-minute Kevin
fireside
sesh
chat.
at the end where
Let's
he's
just
talking
what you
about
really
the
wanna say.
audience.
Yeah.
We'll leave it on.
Dude, you know what? It would all just be ads.
That would be really.
Let me
Kevin, you
also
should
thank
try.
our sponsor,
That would be
Easy
hilarious.
Rocket Money.
Have you tried my little gas app where I get like a nickel if you use? What's that
I
thing
can't
called?
believe I was
Don't
paying
tell
for all these subscriptions. Yeah, no, it's
Code picker,
upside.
I'm
The
sorry.
only fans I need are the ones on my feed finder. You could get 2 in 1 if you.
Kevin,
really
do
are
you
clever.
know, allegedly,
We can say whatever we want after that.
Art is returning to
Yeah, is he back?
to YouTubing,
Back.
allegedly.
no, he's back in the workforce.
No, he's not.
Well,
Art
that's why I
of
said
resale?
alleged.
Oh.
Once you say alleged, you can make up whatever you want. Allegedly,
the
Art
opposite.
has a job at McDonald's. Allegedly.
Oh no, that's what it said in his.
That's what it said on
thumbnail for-
Paige's
Not
thing.
about art, but it said resellers are
Getting jobs at
resellers
McDonald's.
Are dying, and it says they're going back to McDonald's. First
Yeah.
off, I worked at In-N-Out, Paige.
Yeah.
You're not going to
You
go
work
all
at
the way
McDonald's.
back to
They don't pay
McDonald's.
enough.
Oh, so Paige did this video and he had that. He stole that from one of my title videos then. Because
Oh, shots
Paige.
fired!
Call
Kevin,
out.
Cevin doesn't like it when you take from the
I don't
coffer.
care.
No, hold on. We want to talk just for a second before we lose our audio and stuff about, I think, something important in the reselling world. Kevin said his sales are crazy.
Yeah.
Me and Carrie are selling nothing.
Well, I've been doing
Really?
okay, but not.
It's pretty slow.
It's slow
It's not
last
great.
couple days on eBay. Yeah.
Last couple days on eBay for me have been pretty slow as well. And I frequently
Well,
sell things
what
I've
right
already
this
sold.
week was slow for me. Dipped
Yesterday
it really
and
well.
so
though.
far today are not crazy good. But there was a couple days where it just was off the charts, man. I mean, not necessarily dollar-wise. It was over $1,000 a day a couple times, but it was just tons of sales, low dollar, whatever. So
The truth is, there's no fourth quarter bump if you don't have the correct kind
you know
of
what the
stuff.
That's
truth
the
is?
problem.
Here's
You have
the
to
part
have
of the
fourth
truth
quarter
too.
stuff.
And you got to get this too. Is
I think I'm gonna
you guys are
deny
in
Ivan's
you're in sourcing
application.
season, y'all. I'm not sourcing. I have all the time in the world. I'm not sourcing. I can just take that time on Saturday morning or whenever, and I'm listing. It's
We're
a
getting up
huge
at
difference.
4 a.m. tomorrow.
Exactly.
By the way. Yeah, you have to be up. Are you coming to my house? Or I guess I'm picking you up, right?
So that means
smart.
5, really, Carrie. He's just
I'm
telling
picking
you 4.
Carrie
4 a.m.
up.
is disgustingly early.
Well, if I
That's
get
why-
to your house at 4:30. No, I'll get to your house at 5. I'll get to your
I
house
gotta
at
go
5.
to bed right now.
I'm going to get to your house
You
at
won't.
5
Yesterday to
a.m.
get up.
tomorrow, Carrie, and we're going to go sourcing until like 2 p.m. And then I'm going to be too tired to list yet again.
Yeah.
And it's annoying because I got a lot of these buyers, I don't know how you pronounce them,
I never heard
that
of
actually, well, they're cool. I'll send you a picture, but I have to, like 10 more I got to list. And every time I list them, they sell like instantly for $20, just $20.
Well,
it's
maybe
not like a
you should
huge
sell
bolo,
for
but it's just,
24.
I'm not like
Unless
that,
you
Kevin.
just
I'm
want
not
the
like
20.
you. I'm not trying to rip people
yeah.
off. You know, I'm trying to give
Whatever.
deals. By the way, that was probably the funniest
Oh,
moment
I
at
got
this yard
something
sale
for you.
where it was super overpriced this morning. We go in there and she's got this doll that Dawn just sold for like $300. And Dawn was talking like she wanted I think $150 or whatever on it. And we're leaving and Dawn's like, that's ridiculous. No one's ever going to buy that.
Trash when she just sold one for $100.
And Carrie's like, this is
got
coming
no
from the
shit.
lady who just sold one for twice that.
It's
Why
not
would you-
okay when they do it.
Why would you offer
We're such
120
hypocrites.
and buy it?
I don't think it was the
120
exact
to
same
300?
one. I
We're
think
cheap people.
there's some like minor details where I think that one was only worth $175.
Cheap people
other-
like money
my-
too.
Yeah.
My other favorite one is when Dawn like handed a bunch of Pokemon figures to that lady, and she was it was a weird dynamic between her and her son. Her son wanted to get rid of the stuff, and I think it was his stuff, and the mom wanted like top dollar, and it was like
that was the weirdest dynamic I've ever been
$5-6 Pokemon toys. We had a handful.
Usually it's the opposite.
They said like $20.
Exactly.
They said $20. I don't think I would have been as strong as Dawn to do this, but she's like $10, and that lady had a visceral
reaction.
Not $10. Like, it was like visceral. I'm like, man.
And then she looks over at her son. And he's like, yeah, 15.
And like she was not happy with the 15 even. So
there was
like she stepped on her toe. It was a visceral reaction.
There was at the same late before you do your comment. I just want to say at that same sale, I went and I was like, hey, you've got these here. It was a bunch of Mario figures. And one's like this animated one that sells for like $40. And I was like, will you do 20 or 15 for all of them instead of 20? And the lady looked at me like I was a piece of crap, just like with Carrie. And then the son comes over and he looks at his mom and she's like shaking her head no. He's like, we got to do 20 on that. And I said, all right, well, we throw in this little Mater truck. It's just like a little die-cast Mater truck or whatever, monster truck. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, you can have that. It was $1 anyways. And then I go give the mom $20 and she's like, you gave it to him for 20? And he's like, it's marked 20, Mom. It's marked. Like,
what was the other thing? She had toys in the like garage.
Yeah. She had toys in the garage that she hadn't taken out. And I'm looking in the garage. I was actually looking to pay the kid, the younger guy. And she's like, hey, don't even go in there. There's nothing in there for you. And I'm like, okay.
She was like the most aggressively disinterested person in selling stuff ever that was having a sale.
And I'm not taking the blame for it, but when we got in the car, Callie's like, I think she was a Karen. I was like, Callie, where'd you learn that? It's not appropriate.
Hey, I just learned that the girl in Frosty the Snowman is named Karen.
Hot Frosty?
Anybody seen Hot Frosty yet? Have you seen Hot Frosty yet, Kevin?
Hot Frosty?
Hot Frosty?
Yeah, it's a Netflix synopsis. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to give you the basic gist of it. It's a sexy snowman that
woman
turns
falls
into
in love
life.
with. She kisses a snowman.
Yeah, she kisses a snowman. He comes to life, and then I guess before he melts, she kisses him again, and then he's with her forever, probably.
Radiation.
And he's hot. So he's a snowman with abs.
You were going to talk about a comment.
Yeah, this guy leaves a comment. He leaves a series of 3 comments, and I have reported you to the police for what you're doing and fraud, and I have gone to the people's houses and every single person in this video and told them about you, and they have reported you and whatever. I'm like, dude.
He's a very persuasive person.
on your Picker channel?
Yeah.
Was it?
I mean, it was obviously BS. How he doesn't know what these people's address? He doesn't even know where I'm at. Oh, and he called me a kid. He's like, this
and
kid.
And it's also not illegal.
Oh, I know all of this, and it was BS. Yeah. He's obviously lying to do it, but it goes on. And it goes on and on, and then 2 more comments about it. I'm like, what is wrong with people? And you're selling it. It was so innocuous too. He's like, you're buying stuff from these people, and they don't know that you're reselling it, and you're so dishonest, and you're making a profit on it, and I'm reporting you to the police. I'm like, oh, well, you're gonna have to report a lot of people.
Would really do if they
would laugh at him.
No, they've gotten called on Dustin. They've gotten called on a bunch of people, and they're just always like,
his problem wasn't with the filming. His problem was with buying something for $10 and selling it for $50. That's what his problem.
Police would probably just have to explain capitalism to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, sir, that's how the country works.
Or where do you work?
Yes.
Where's your employee at? Oh my
Kevin,
goodness.
well, we were going to talk about just like YouTube as a whole kind of being dead, but no one really cares about that because most of the resellers on here.
Well, I mean, it goes through ups and downs, right? It's the winter time.
It's a down. It's a down in the winter, guys. It's a down.
It is for me every year. Although one of my best videos ever came out in December. So
I feel like I sometimes have a blow up Christmas week. And like into early January, like people are off of work, and they're like watching more YouTube. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I don't know. Maybe football is always big. I release on Sundays, and so it always kills me.
Yeah, we went to the Jaguars game and saw a freaking brawl. How cool was that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really into football, but the brawl, I was into the brawl.
Yeah, Dave was pretty much zoned out until they started fighting after T-Law got hit. But that was...
Is he dead?
No, he's okay. I mean, like, as okay as you can be after, like, an intense concussion. But then the best part was, like, everybody... Not that was terrible, but it was entertaining, but terrible. Like, the brawl part. But everybody was leaving at like the end of the third quarter, and they almost came back.
It got good. It got good.
Yeah,
for
they couldn't score anything. But Mac Jones came out like Joe Namath and brought him back.
Do you think he's a better quarterback? Like, honestly,
No.
He's like a game manager, so like he's a good backup.
Yeah.
He's not better than T-Law.
So,
has
in
all
the old
skills.
days,
he's like a
you'd
tall,
have-
athletic Kevin.
Yeah.
In the old days, you'd have a ticket stub, and you could immediately sell that ticket stub if it was a big game or something. And you could, of course, a week later, everybody forgets.
Trevor
about
Lawrence.
Can you even get a ticket stub at any games anymore?
They do
No,
digital.
Like if you wanted to.
So when we had the Trash to Brian Klaus
B-Rye.
and the Trash to Cash event up there in
Our
Philadelphia,
friends call him B-Rye.
we saw Bryce Harper, I think, hit his 400th home run. And like a couple days later, I got a message saying you could buy a digital ticket because you're at the game. You could buy a digital, like an NFT ticket stub from the game. I thought, that's interesting. So they're selling
They'd
ticket
probably be worth
stubs
as much as your other
digitally.
NFTs at this point.
Generally, Kevin, you come to the show with like these really great comments from the previous episode.
Yeah.
You've stopped doing it. You've what is that? Just stopped with your responsibilities. You've given up on trying.
Yeah, me and
Like, what's
Dave
happening?
have been pillars of showing
Death
you
Pile
how
Picker.
responsible podcast members.
I don't want
picked
this
his
baby.
friend.
I don't want it. Well, it's a good comment. I got to give Mike credit where there's credit due. I don't want this baby. I could be making money is one of the greatest lines ever from this podcast.
And he said you said it. Now I generally don't listen. so
Carrie
I don't remember
said it.
this. Oh,
Carrie
Carrie
said it.
That's the thing. Like I
I
read that
remember
comment
it.
and everything. I
Me
don't
and
even
Carrie,
recall it.
We don't know what we talk about.
No,
on
I
here.
forget immediately.
So if
I
you're
have
holding
30 minutes
some
of guilt
grudge-
after the podcast for the things I think I might have said wrong, and then I forget.
If you're holding some like anger or rage at me and Carrie for something we've said over the past
We've
170, we don't even remember
I
saying
have
it.
no clue what I'm like. That's especially since we've been doing them Friday. Like we're filming these on Friday and putting them out on
Hibbs
Tuesday before. It was the
respect-
night before.
Left a comment that I cannot reread. And a lot of them are tape because they all wanted tape. So,
Yeah.
what the raw thing? Well, whatever. Okay.
What the
I don't know.
Ralphing?
Should we have them? Should
Yeah.
we do should we have them say something else in the comments? Because we got a lot of comments because of the tape thing.
Oh, dude, yeah. Everyone comment on all my videos.
Oh, here we
I
go,
just-
here we
I need
go.
some
All
interaction.
Dave's
Yeah,
videos.
please.
Over the years, 3 things I took away from this episode.
He only
38
picks his
minutes
friends.
in. 3. No, that's not true.
That's called
I'm
gatekeeping.
I'm trying to move 100% of my live cards to district and hope Carrie and Rod will do the same thing. Ivan and I talk about this. We got to convince Carrie. This has been a big
I am going to be
issue.
on live tonight, Tim. Come join me. I'll stream with you if you want to do a
should
show
message him.
after. I'll message you.
Okay, no,
Look,
this
I'm
is a
getting
serious
there.
thing. Carrie
It
and I have
may
been talking
happen,
about this.
but it's not
The
happening right
sports
now.
card niche, and there's a few people that watch this that are interested in live selling. And if you're not, like, zone out for a few minutes, just zoom in on Carrie's beautiful face. Or my
Carrie has
beautiful face.
promised he will
But
go
listen,
live with you if you
If
sign
it's like
up
a legit
himself.
thing, and it's in a lot of categories, but especially in sports cards, the competition is so high on whatnot that it's almost impossible to break through at this point.
It's tough. There's nights where like the other 2 nights this week, because it's Christmas season and there's so many giveaways there's some dudes who are just putting in massive cards, and that's not my business
and
model.
Dibbit is the place where we
Dibbit is
get
a
a
lot less
limited number of
competition,
sellers.
And
Can I say this?
I mean, I can
Since-
still survive, but like it'd be tough if it wasn't for my following.
As of
this
right now,
month.
there's never more than one auction happening simultaneously over there.
Since
we're not
SoCal
doing it right
OGP said Kevin is definitely the Sultan of Shill, hands down. I'm going to shill one more time, but I'm going to be honest here with not that I'm always honest.
Yeah,
but
it's time to be honest, Kevin.
there are people over there who have put in the hard work over on Dibdit, and now that this thing is growing, that they are sellers that are really they're getting
Dude,
30, 40
the
people
number
in their
2
shows.
Dibdit seller
Way more than what
was
not.
the number 2 or
Yeah.
number 3. Number 2 Dibdit seller
Second Love.
was Second Love,
Right.
which is not
Yeah.
she
Resell
doesn't
to
have a
Rides.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Resell
Big-
to Ride, I think, was the 3rd or 4th
Resell
largest.
the Ride had
Tiger.
40
there.
people in their auction, like all
Yeah.
auction the other night.
Dibdit, baby.
Antique Tiger.
It's actually working.
The
Look at
Odd
Antique Tiger.
Box doing T-shirts.
Odd Box.
So
Put a lot of work
many,
into
you know,
it, so I'm
big-
just glad.
Yeah.
You put no work into it, but
No,
you're
but
going to
I'm-
grow the card
I'm
thing.
going to grow the cards, guys.
He's
Thank
going to
you
make
to
a
all the
card
buyers,
marketplace
too.
you guys can sell
Come join
on.
cards with me on Tuesday tonight.
Yep.
Hey, I got
we
Shop
should-
Commons bags.
No Shop
Never heard of
Commons
that.
talk
Let's
here,
end
sir.
the show.
Are you going to finally pass that stupid mechanical keyboard?
I'm kind of ticked, to be honest with you, because Dibdit started to really take off right when Shop Commons was about ready to overtake it in sales. Like we've, in a short time, and now Dibdit's. It's like I don't know if I'm going to catch it, but I think
We're on a rocket ship. You're on it, though, so congratulations.
You're on the show.
I got to read people that I don't.
You can bring your little junky commons with us, I guess.
your little junk shop. Little junk shop commons.
They say that the Wicked items have been all of them were taken off the shelves. They didn't just sell.
Yes.
They actually
but
removed them.
But some people got them. Okay. I just saw someone, I think on Bolo Buddies. It was either Bolo Buddies or Instagram posted they sold the whole set for $1,200.
Did you see? Wow. Did you see the Pokemon video? I saw it on Ray Nashville Flippers when Art was on that show, and he showed one guy walks into Target and they have like half off Pokemon, and he everybody's waiting for it, and he literally picks up the entire display and puts it in his cart, and people are pissed.
What items were they? Were cards?
You should look it up. There were Pokemon
was it cards or was it
of Pokemon cards, I guess.
Wow.
Half off, $20, I guess. What they were. He took the entire display.
Maybe the store will allow it, but I mean, you got to walk back out the store with the display. So
I was going to say,
you know what I'm saying? Good luck.
He handed one to one person and kept going.
I saw. I think it was like Costco or something when the pallet came out of the new ETBs or whatever, the boxes. They were just. I try
Pokemon very
is the hottest thing in the world for cards right now.
I go out of my way to never want any individual item that bad that it's going to be something I have to wait in a line like that for. Like I don't really ever want.
What if it was like an actual blank check from Blank Check that you could use up to $1 million?
Can I tell you? I think. So did you watch Buy Now yet? Has anyone watched this documentary, Buy Now? It's very trendy. It's an enemy for resellers because it's basically talking about the over-consumerism of America. And if a lot of people, they watch it and it turns them into minimalists. All right? It's really heavily... I feel like, one of the lines in the movie is, everything you and everyone you know ever wanted or needs already exists, and we're still making
Isn't that
more.
an advertisement for resellers, though? Because we are reusing and repurposing items that already exist. We're not creating
and the solution is to what? I mean, come on.
The solution is you don't need any of it.
Nobody needs anything. You need it.
None of it. And then, so I had this problem.
In the woods.
I went on Whatnot. I don't go on there very often, but I had a $50 credit. And I was like, what do I spend this on? And I looked at all the categories. I'm like, I don't want any of this. I don't know.
You go to your friend's place and spend it on them, Dave.
I did. I went to Amy Five Kids and I bought some stuff out of her Buy It Now while she was live. Because she supports us on Dibbed It all the time.
My wife gets this minimalist thing every once in a while, and everything like disappears. And then she just buys more. I'm like, that seems.
I like the minimalist.
Buying is
the
fun.
minimalist where you buy a lot of stuff to like talk about your minimalism, like different wallets, different accessories.
I'm a minimalist.
A minimalist channel, and you have links. Like buy
exactly, very minimalist. I'm more of a maximalist minimalist, personally. I want the maximum amount of the minimum.
Tina is at the airport. She's at Dulles, Kevin. Is that close to you?
DC, yeah.
Yeah, it's not far.
That's
near 10.
No, it's 3.5 hours from me. I try not to go to DC, ever.
How's that airport? Garbage?
I've never been to Dulles.
Is that the one from Die Hard 2? Was that Dulles?
I don't know.
Where the planes are circling?
Have you been to all the Smithsonian? All the museums?
No. I truly hate DC, going around DC. I hate it.